Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hairliciously. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about the topic of finding out if you are actually an ideal candidate for a hair transplant. But before I get started, I wanted to show you guys how my hair is looking right now. I just got a small haircut on the side, just to kind of blend everything in, but here's how it looks. There's the hairline. There's the right side. Now, like I said, the right side here is the area where the hairs are a little bit more wiry and kinky than the other side. But I still feel like, the hairs are blending in really well. And even at this point, I really don't have any issues. So here's how it looks, and let's get straight to the video. So, like I said, today in this video, I'm going to be talking about the topic of finding out if you guys are going to be an ideal candidate for hair transplantation. Now, let me get this straight. There's a lot of doctors who are in this lucrative business of hair transplantation simply for the money. Obviously, doctors need to get paid, so money is going to be a factor when it comes to hair transplantation. But there's a lot of unethical doctors who will do whatever it takes to get your business, even if it means that you may not be a good candidate for hair transplantation. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the characteristics in a person that would make them an ideal candidate for a hair transplant. So number one, somebody who responds really well to hair loss medication is a good candidate. This is because before you even consider getting a hair transplant, you really need to exhaust other non-surgical means, such as trying out hair loss medication. We have Rogaine, also known as minoxidil, we have finasteride, Propecia, and we have dutasteride, which goes by the brand name Avodart. So responding well to hair loss medication is very crucial and important because it's going to help you slow down and possibly reverse hair loss. Hair transplant doesn't simply cure baldness. What it does is it simply creates an illusion of a full set of hair. So any region or area on the scalp that is not being treated through hair transplantation is still going to be prone to male pattern baldness. And if you do not respond well to hair loss medication, you're most likely going to have to need multiple hair transplant procedures to play catch up with hair loss and will likely end up depleting your donor zone. Number two, another characteristic that makes you a good candidate is having a good healthy donor zone. Hair caliber is very important in identifying the best candidates for hair transplantation. The appearance of baldness is due to light penetrating past sparse or absent hair and then being reflected off the scalp. The thicker the hair that is in place to block the light, the less the appearance of baldness will be. Many people think that having a thicker density is going to result in a successful hair transplant. That is partly true, but it also depends on the thickness and the characteristic of each hair follicle. You can have a high density hair transplant, but if it was done using thin and weak hair, you're still going to look like you're balding. Number three, a good hair transplant candidate shouldn't have severe hair loss, especially not during his early years. Severe hair loss at a younger age means that a person is going to be more prone to hair loss as he or she ages, versus somebody who has moderate hair loss at an older age. A person who has moderate hair loss in his mid-30s or 40s is more stable in terms of hair loss than somebody who was a Norwood 5 at the age of 20. So a hair transplant can still be possible for somebody who has a more severe form of hair loss, but they also have to have realistic goals and realize that a full set of hair may not be possible. Carefully establishing a long-term plan with your doctor is crucial so that you make sure that you do not deplete all of your donor zone. Number four, this is pretty much common sense, but you really need to have deep pockets, meaning you really have to have money to be able to spend it on hair transplants. As a person continues to age, he is more likely to need multiple hair transplants over the years, and hair transplantation obviously has to be considered long-term. But it's very important that you ensure that you have enough money to see the process through. Hair transplant isn't something that you can just kind of, just pull out of once you started, nor can you sporadically have a surgery when you've got some spare change. If you don't have the money to go all the way through, you can end up looking worse than you did before you started. Last but not least, number five, a good hair transplant candidate needs to have realistic goals and expectations. Remember, hair transplantation is a type of art. It creates an illusion of a full set of hair, but you are never going to be able to achieve the same super thick density you've had as a teenager. Candidates need to realize that one patient's hair characteristic may provide them with a completely different cosmetic result compared to another patient, even if they had similar graft counts. We all tend to compare our own situations and hair loss to others with similar hair loss patterns and all hope for some crazy full density and amazing hairlines. But although the prospective patient feels that they are similar, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to end up with the same results. And this is where expectations need to be kept realistic. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave me some comments or you can send me an email. If you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. I will talk to you guys soon, and thank you very much for all of your support, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.